So I just came down to float matrix. It was kind of hard to find. The only indicator that it's here is this little sticker right here, and it's pretty cool. It's middle of the city. Not too much to. I can't explain how it was at this time too much. Like, I'm pretty hyperactive, so I was thinking about a lot of different things. But anyways, it was a great experience. I recommend it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Destination Truth. It's been a minute. I've been pretty busy with other things lately. Unfortunately, there's so much stuff I'd like to talk about, but without, this being a legitimate job of mine, other things have to take priority basically. If you like some of my content and you watch some of my older stuff, please say something in the comments. I really want to know if you guys even think I have the potential of being a legitimate YouTube channel, and maybe I should put more effort into it and get a Patreon and all that. Nonetheless, this is my debrief from my sense deprivation float, or just float as some people call it. Overall, I have to say my experience was a little bit of a letdown for one reason, which is my fault. I had way too high of expectations. I've basically been studying sense deprivation tanks and doing floats for honestly going on like 3 months, and I did too much homework before going into it, and so many people have different experiences, but not all of them at the same time. So basically, I was hoping to go in there and have the sensation of flying through space, and I'm not joking, not joking. Some people report that experience. I did not have that, but I did have what other people report, which are mild hallucinations in your eyes. I could see like floating eyes and half a person's face kind of floating around, other shapes. But they're not severe, crazy hallucinations. It's kind of like when you stare at the sun, and then you close your eyes and you look around, you can always kind of see the sun. It's kind of like that. So it's black and then a non-black lighter color that kind of floats around in your eye. But they were indeed moving around and just kind of appearing. So that was kind of interesting. But I did really like one thing about the experience, which was that you just can think very clearly and deeply about anything you want with with a lot of clarity in your mind. So I feel like if you have anything on your mind, you have any problem in your mind that you need an answer to or a solution to, I think you can really just kind of brainstorm in there pretty well. Overall, the experience was pretty good. I would do it. I probably will do it again. It is a bit pricey though. I think all things considered now, I would have had to pay about $75 for it. I ended up paying $65 for it. And at that price, I think that's a little bit expensive. I mean, it's basically floating in water that a lot of people will have different issues with. For example, the tops of my arms, the salt water that got on there, it actually kind of burned a little bit for a little while, and it's not severe or anything. It's not bad. It's just kind of irritating, just a tiny bit, so that it kind of kept me from being able to enjoy this, the seclusion. Another thing that ruined it for me was I could not enjoy the silence that you're supposed to experience. I was hoping that there would be no sound, but there was some kind of a very mild hum in the background that sounded like someone mowing a lawn like 3 doors down, But it sounded like a daggum lawnmower in the background, which totally messed up my experience as well. My girlfriend also did it with me, and she did not report hearing the lawnmower sound, so I think she liked it more. She really appreciated it, and she just said she'd definitely like to do it again. So she might have had a slightly better experience just because she actually got the true sense deprivation there. Yeah, I could go on, but basically this is my one bit of advice, is that just go into it with less expectations. Just if you're interested in the benefits of a sense deprivation thing, just do it without so many expectations like I had. Okay, lastly, I just want to say I want everyone to basically look into things of this nature in general, and kind of just realize that people have amazing potential to do anything if you can just think about it clearly and really like have the ability to focus. I feel like our generation, the millennials, are honestly the stupidest generation of all. I just see that more and more as I age, basically, that I see my peers just saying stupid stuff. I want to lift, if I can do anything, I just want to lift people's consciousness to realize some seriously silly just fallacies that they don't understand. They make straw man arguments all the time. They make all kinds of stupid arguments that don't make any sense even. I don't know what's going on. Ridiculous how stupid people are getting. And just know that some people do get it. Some millennials understand what's really going on. But yeah, if everyone was living behind enemy lines, I feel like majority are so brainwashed that we might be beyond hope. And we do live in a time period that some call post-truth era, meaning that truth no longer matters, facts don't matter. That's just not the case for me. That'll never be the case. I refuse to basically make any decisions based on feelings. You know, this video is going to ramble on to a topic that I wanted to make a really big video on, and I'm just going to basically give you a condensed version of it right now, just because it's a belief I've had and I've been thinking about it for a long time now. But basically, my generation, the millennials, is the first generation in history that the majority of kids were raised basically not being forced into a religion, or not having to go into religion and like seriously be devout or anything. Most of the parents of my peers, they were raised, Catholic or something, but even they were the ones that were like, oh, we only went like 2-3 times a year, and then their kids, they just didn't take it all. So my point is, our generation is the most godless, religionless, unspiritual generation of all time, and the reason why SJWs have to basically believe in their feelings as if those are more important than facts is because they need to virtue signal, and virtue signaling actually is in form. I mean, it is in a way a religion. Now let me explain. In a religion, when people go to church and they see each other there, that is their way of seeing each other and knowing, they're still showing up, they're good, they're staying true to the word, or staying on the straight and narrow path, whatever. And then on top of that, churches often organize, certain kind of fundraisers or community events, give back events, or community service events. My church definitely did that when I was a kid. But more than anything, these people didn't have any of that, and these people need a way of telling other people, I'm a good person. I'm a good person, look at me. I care so much. And so basically, they're all doing this, and I find it very interesting. I don't know if I've actually told any of you guys yet, but without doing a whole video on it, telling you who I am and such, my background, but I was raised devout one, and my life has been, let's just say, interesting, and over time I've come to new conclusions and new beliefs and just opened my mind to everything. I have no bias in me. I'm an Aquarius, and that has helped me really elevate my consciousness as to just basic beliefs, and having the ability to doubt and make reasonable decisions and come to conclusions based on facts rather than feelings. And the problem with SJWs is that they are in effect making their feelings a religion. What they feel to be good is more important than the facts. And so they religiously are guarding their opinions now. And that is why Antifa exists. And Antifa is basically a Nazi terror organization. And they are Nazi because they are indeed not led by anyone, but they are funded by George Soros, who kind of is a Nazi. It's a long story, so I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to ramble too much, guys. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Elevate your consciousness. Share just basic principles of why virtue signaling is truly just another form of religion, and it is kind of pathetic because it's just people's feelings and opinions that they're trying to treat as if those are religious beliefs, and anyone with opposing beliefs are heretics, and they need to be smitten, you know. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that that's how a lot of people are feeling and acting these days. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. I'll make another video on that topic in the near future. Please give me a like and leave me a comment if you think my content has potential. Honestly, I'm dabbling with stopping making videos or doubling down and make one video every week without fail, because right now it's kind of like if I can get around to it, if I have time, I do it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. This is Destination Truth. Let's find the truth together. Come back for another video next week.
I'm just getting warmed up. This is Von Clausewitz shit. Total fucking war. I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.